Art, skill, choreography, beauty, and music, all this is like another world, amazing and exciting. Kazakhstan, inside of classics. As soon as my makeup and dressing is done, I'm going on stage. Sirtans has a saying, if you pledge, don't hedge. I need to be very persuasive in my role. In theater, you can be blonde, brunette, red-haired. You can be with curly hair, with short hair, and with long hair. He must be clean, well-shaved, and fresh, with a positive attitude. My beard looks coal black. Is it okay? At first, we warm up our voices. Can you show us how? Yes, of course. The artist set designer helps to reveal the content of the play in the theater, but there is another artist behind the scenes. This is a makeup artist. And if for the audience the theater starts with a hanger, then for the artist, the preparation for each performance begins with a dressing room. It is here that his future image is created.
Когда вот создан такой психологический портрет персонажа,
when a psychological portrait of a character is created, the last stroke of a brush is done by makeup and costume. Both reveal the visual identity of the character.
Действительно является как бы таким вот моментом, который, ну вот всю вот эту вот работу визуализирует.
In spite of the fact that makeup workers are workers behind the scenes, their work is always in sight. Together with the artists, they try to uncover as accurately as possible the image of each character in the play. Serik Baspayev has been in this profession for 10 years. Thanks to his natural talent and skill, over the years he has created many artistic images. At first, I thought this would be my temporary job on the side. In our old theater, I had a colleague, Kader, and he said to me once, "Theater is like a bog. You will get stuck and won't be able to get back out of it." And he was right. They're always in creative search. To properly reveal the portrait image of the hero, they carefully examine his biography. They carefully get acquainted with the script of the play. Of course, we read the play in order to understand what is character like. We discuss all the nuances with the director, why a character should look one way or the other. At first, we always make a tryout makeup. A French word, grim, means funny. Initially, makeup was an integral part of the image of clowns. To make the audience laugh, they put on the face paints of herbs. Later, these natural colors firmly entered the world of theater. Over time, in the art of makeup, there have been great changes. For example, in 1929, foamed latex was first produced. To whip latex foam, the British scientist Murphy used an ordinary kitchen mixer. After many years, penolatex was widely used by makeup artists. But in the modern theater, there are many other types of makeup. The main thing is that it corresponds to the director's intention and style of the play. Makeup is different every time. It can be dramatic, doll-like, intended for opera or ballet. But in general, it's called theatrical makeup because it's intended for artists of the theater. For example, in ballet, artists are in constant motion, so makeup should be more durable. And in opera, they're more often in a static position, so makeup should be appropriate.
Ал операға келсек, ол статично бір орында ғана, кішкене ғана қимыл қозғалыста болады, оларға гримді балеттен гөрі кішкене аздау жасауға болады.
In general, theatrical makeup can be divided in two types, realistic and conditional. The main goal of the first is to maximize the image of the character to the real life. The makeup room is the desk. It is here, with the help of special cosmetics and professionalism of the master, amazing images are born. During the process of working, a creative mess is usually created on the table.
Элементарно, но это обязательно тональный крем. Ну, кисти, я про кисти пока ничего не говорю, кисти это само собой. Пудра.
The basic things you need to have is a foundation, brushes, powder, makeup, and standard glue. It is for beard and mustache. Another thing is blush and eyeshadow.
Обязательно те же накладные ресницы, губная помада, подводка для глаз, тушь.
At the very beginning, the artists, if necessary, are given a mustache and beard. They are made of natural hair. Before the performance, specialists wash them and prepare for each actor separately. To ensure that during the performance of the aria, the beard or mustache does not peel off, during the makeup, the artist does various exercises for the face, working through all movements. For reliability, a very strong adhesive is used. Even after the performance, makeup artists help the artist to take off their makeup, just so it cannot be ripped off his face. Realistic makeup can age the artist or make him look younger. To maximize the appearance of our hero to the character of the Aksakal from the opera Abay, the master draws on his face dark circles and deep wrinkles. The owner of the beautiful bus, Bolat Yesimkhan, is only 35 years old, but today he needs to enter the image of the 80-year-old Aksakal. At the moment of a great passionate love affair to decide a difficult conflict, they ask for advice from Sultan, who arrives from Kızılar'da. My character is a very respectable person and people listen to his advice. He must help to resolve the conflict. On the lower eyelid, the makeup artist puts darker shadows, then draws thin arrows. In the corner of the eye, we apply matte shadows. All this allows you to create age-specific accents on the face of the artist. But in any case, this places when the old man is old, the skin is not that tight and eyeballs are still falling. The skin becomes a little soggy. In any case, it's necessary to show these features. To create the right makeup artists must be keen on not only the art, but also on the autonomy of the human face. All artists have different shapes and facial features. It can be more round or conversely elongated. Therefore, for each form, there is a special technique for applying makeup. Directors also take part in creating the image of the hero of the production, along with the makeup artists. For example, according to the idea of the writers, the character of Sultan is blind. Thus, the director wanted to show that a person can distinguish truth from lies, relying on the perception of his inner world. The makeup of the next artist, on the contrary, is a symbol of eternal beauty and youth. To create an image of Jibek, the opera singer Janat Baktay was given a very complex makeup. I think this is the most joyful process in theater, because makeup makes any person look younger and fresh. I think in some way it forms the image of the character in the eyes of a viewer. Undoubtedly, the image of Jibek is the brightest and most beautiful in this work. Her character became a real symbol of sincere and unselfish love. Long braids of a young girl is decorated with a ringing pendant. In order to braid beautiful braids, makeup artists use a special snoot. It helps to bring together the shortest hair, and then hair pieces are attached. It should be noted that all the wigs experts collect manually. Their main advantage is ease. In addition, the hair on these wigs can easily be curled or recolored. When wigs become greasy, they are washed in warm water with a special shampoo. But the wig cannot be dried with a hairdryer, say experienced specialists. The shelf life of such wigs is only about 6 months. They come into disrepair as a result of the effects of various gels and hair lacs. To wear stage wigs for a long time is not recommended. This can adversely affect the health of the artist. You know, wig is comfortable during its wear if it was attached in the right way. The only time it gets uncomfortable if a snoot of a wig was very tight. Then you get headaches, but you can always tell to a hairstylist to make a snoot a little loose. It takes about 12 meters of special material to create a long braid. Then it also needs special care. Before attaching the braid to the artist's hair, it requires a careful combing and lubrication with a special oil. The image that you see now in the mirror, this image a viewer will take with himself home after the performance, and it will remain in his memory for a very long time, for the next 10, 15 years. The image that was created by Kulash Baysirova is not an image of hers, it's an image of makeup artists. On stage, the artists try not to spoil the makeup of each other. During the performance, their characters very often embrace, touch, so they always tend to be careful not to mess up the costumes of their characters.
Когда партнер очень-очень близко приближает свое лицо к партнерше, и начинаются, наверное, какие-то там интимные сцены.
When a partner is very, very close and brings his face to me, and an intimate scenes like a kiss begin, the viewer is convinced that a kiss really exists on the stage. But it's not true. We still have a very short distance between us. This way we don't spoil the makeup.
Чтобы партнеры друг другу не испортили игру и красивый образ.
A special place in the theatrical makeup is creating images of fairy tale characters. In films, images of such fictional heroes as Baba Yaga or One-Eyed Giant are created with the help of makeup and masks. The same as in the theater. In the production of Tchaikovsky's famous work Swan Lake, the main character's makeup, Rothbard, is done in a way so he looks more horrendous. Rothbard is a very distinctive character. It's an evil man who wants to give away his daughter in an envious way. Today, makeup artists must change the appearance of the artist who will play Rothbard beyond recognition. The hero must appear before the audience in the image of a bird with a beak. It is better to first apply glue, then glue the overhead nose, attach beards and mustache with the glue, and then apply cream on the rest of the face. We need to show anger in his face, and we have our own secrets on how to do that. Evil features can be shown through eyebrow shape. Red color shows real rage. Basically, creating an image of a hero is a collective effort of the director, actor, costume designer, and makeup artist. If the performance takes place at 7 p.m., the artists come to makeup 2 hours before the start. During this time, 2 specialists have time for makeup for at least 6 people. The lightest makeup is the one that makes artists look younger. The main thing in this type of makeup is to level the tone of the face and give expressiveness to the features, like for example the look of the heroes of today's production of Swan Lake. One of the most expressive parts of the makeup is a beard and mustache. They are made in a special workshop. It was here that the wig and beard were sewn for the protagonist of the Don Quixote production. Such details help to fully reveal the character's image and emphasize his personality. To create them, you need special perseverance.
Бізде сақал мұрт жасайтын балванкілер бар. Соларға біз алдын ала тюль театральный.
To produce a mustache and beard, we use a special blank. Beforehand, we stretch the theater tool, then sew each hair into each cell. Initially, we work on a previously created sketch. If a beard is sewn for a particular artist, we immediately take into account his face shape.
Салып аламыз керек форманы. Кей кезде біз актердің бетінен форманы алуымыз мүмкін. Егер де определенный бір кісіге тіксек, онда сол формасын кісіден шешіп аламыз.
Specialists are very careful about the material. Remains of hair are never discarded. It is always non-waste production.
Идет грим наливной.
Here we have a liquid makeup, that's the way. And yes, today I'll cover my eyebrows and use crepe. Crepe is a fine twisted hair attached to eyebrows. Don Quixote is a famous work of Miguel Cervantes which has not lost its relevance today. In his novel, the writer describes the protagonist of a dreamer. An actor, Jibek of the Ballet Theatre Astana Opera, plays 80-year-old man. Professional makeup can instantly change the shape and appearance of the face, give the artist a completely new look. The main task of the makeup artist is to put the makeup correctly so that the character could look more bright and realistic. Sometimes people rarely recognize us, especially when people come to see you for the first time. I always say it's going to be a surprise, try and find me. Although they might recognize me because of my height. They say that I have a fun makeup.
Assalamu alaikum.
Good day, how are you? Here's our dressing room. In an hour, we will have an opera Jibek. I'm preparing for the role of Bekijan. At the moment, Zamira is going to put makeup on my face. How's it going? Good, how are you? The main characters of opera and ballet performances are always prepared by makeup artists. However, if necessary, any artist of the theater can himself put his makeup on. Is this Gumos? No, this is a corrective concealer. Oh, it's a different one. It's interesting. Sometimes it happens during the makeup the artists themselves give advice on creating an image. They offer me something to change. It all depends on the imagination. The right one turned out very well, and this one is a bit low, but it will work fine. The skin of a man does not breathe under makeup, and we wear makeup for 2 to 3 hours. Pores are clogged. As a result, the skin of the face suffers. Sometimes there is irritation or redness. But in any case, makeup is very important and necessary. Wearing it makes it much easier to get into the image. When you have a complex makeup, it's easy to play. Sometimes to create an imitation of a beard, makeup artists use a black pencil in their work and literally draw a beard on the artist. This is the most rational method. And if the artist suddenly forgets the paint is on his face and accidentally ruins his makeup, there are always on-duty makeup artists who are always ready to help backstage. Thank you very much. You are welcome. That's how fast makeup is done, just in 30 minutes. Now we need more time to finish up his image for the upcoming performance and to help him perform well. I always wish all my colleagues to break a leg. In the play Jibek, Yelena Ganja plays the role of Jibek's friend Duriya. It's not often that European appearance changes to Asian with the help of the makeup on the stage of the theater, considering that Kazakhs have long eyelashes, thick eyebrows, and dark hair. Yelena needs to glue false eyelashes, lengthen her eyebrows, and change her hair color. In real life, I'm blonde, and today I'm brunette. This changes your character, an entire mood. When you have friendly relationships, your work goes better. Good luck to girls. For some of them, it is their debut. Thanks to everyone. One of the most extensive and complex productions in the repertoire of the theater is the opera Aida. It involves about 200 artists. During the preparation for this performance, the work of makeup artists is in full swing. In just 2 hours, 10 specialists should have time to create an image of all the characters. To appreciate the scale of the work, the masters agreed to show to our viewers how it all happens. Today we make Tatiana's makeup for the opera Aida by Giuseppe Verdi. The peculiarity and the challenge lies in the fact that we must turn a European face features into Egyptian face, and this should be the image of the powerful and handsome Queen of Egypt. Now we will start our work. Any makeup begins with the process of cleaning the face and putting a prime tone. The makeup artist decided to leave Tatiana's complexion naturally light because, according to historical data, to preserve the attractiveness and the whiteness of the skin, Queen Abneris washed herself with milk and protected her face from the sun rays. However, in other productions where it is necessary to create an image of a different nationality with a significantly darker skin, a special matte black color is used for the tone, which leaves no traces on the clothes. Such a transformation of artists we can see in the play Spartacus. It's hard to say when exactly the powder and lipstick appeared, but the fact that the birthplace of the first cosmetics is ancient Egypt is a fact. In addition to lipstick, the people of ancient Egypt also used eyeshadow and eyeliner. Moreover, both men and women put on eyeshadow. This beautiful wig is brought from Italy. Its weight is about 500 grams. Wearing such a wig on your head is not easy, but for the sake of a beautiful image, the artist is ready for anything. It's a little hard, there's a lot of hair. When you sing, you need to listen to yourself. So I'm singing right now and I just feel that something interferes with my singing. To sing properly, I need to open my ears. Makeup plays a huge role in the play. It helps to reveal the character of the role of the actor. It helps him to work on the role. On the stage is not the artist himself, but his character, and the viewer must believe in his image. Tatiana Vitsinskaya, the owner of the most beautiful mezzo-soprano, is sure of it. Of course, makeup helps to fill the image. Get used to this very thing, the main detail. Sometimes even the color of the voice changes from wearing a certain makeup. It seems that you dance, but it's different, and then you put on makeup and it changes. You feel the weight of the role. Makeup helps you adjust to image as if you live in a different time. Spartak and Rodan, all of the productions have different makeup. Thanks to our makeup artists, they are doing a great job.
Конечно, и везде разный грим. Спасибо нашим гримерам. Такие молодцы.
Serik Baspayev works on the actors of the Theater Astana Opera for several years now. During this time, he has never heard criticism of his work. His professionalism and creativity are highly valued here. After all, his work helps to not only reveal the image of the hero, but to create the mood. Sometimes our artists don't have mood to perform, and in a way we try to help them. They have rehearsals and additional rehearsals. People get tired, and sometimes they sleep while I'm doing makeup. And I let them sleep. I give such an opportunity. Before we go to makeup, we put on a shirt so that we do not mess up our costume. If a performance begins at 7, we come to the theater at 5. During the makeup, we talk to each other. We share how we spend our time, where we went, for example, fishing. Immediately after the end of the performance, the artists again rush to the dressing room, this time to remove the makeup which they wore for 2 hours. After the performance, the makeup is taking off very fast because everyone is in a hurry to their families, husbands and wives, their parents. We bring makeup remover tissues to remove makeup. Some artists like Vaseline, like in the olden days.
Кто-то предпочитает вазелин, поэтому, по старинке.
The theater is a high art. The spectators who come to the play rarely think that in addition to the actors and directors, a huge number of people behind the scenes contribute to this magical world on stage. A special place among the employees who participate in the actor's reincarnation is occupied by makeup artists. They are the ones who think through all the necessary details of the future makeup so that the result will unravel the director's main idea.